And hi, my name is Brittany Simone, and I wanted to come and share something else about, cleansing and cleaning. Where the mind goes, the body must follow. I don't know if anyone has, excuse me, I don't know if anyone has ever heard that phrase before or that saying, but it's true. And from, my own personal story, I am 5'5", 5'4" and some inches, but the doctor said I'm closer to 5'5" than I am 5'4". 256 does not look good on a 5'5" frame. And at first I was very muscular because I worked out. And truth be told, I was big because when I got frustrated, I learned to stop hitting other people and just start lifting weights. But I ballooned to 256 because I got sick. I got really sick. And I lost a lot of weight because I wasn't eating anything. Then I put on all the weight from eating sugar, salts, fats, and then medicinal steroids. So I ballooned to 256. I was on a mission to get smaller. That was not very attractive to me. Even though Tempest said, Brittany, you were a pretty big girl. Thank you, hon. But no. And I'm not going to ever get that big again. So I dropped the weight the first time. No problem. I needed to drop more weight the second time. The doctor said it's what you're eating. Started changing my eating habits. Started changing what I put in my mouth. Then I got in touch with a holistic doctor. I got in touch with someone else. And they began to tell me that a lot of the times, where the mind goes, the body must follow. They said it's a lot of your thoughts you're still holding on to. Old stuff, past stuff that is still there. And it goes a lot deeper than just stop eating certain things, stop working out, start working out. It's a lot of that stuff is mental. I had to let go of a lot of thoughts. And so it took me a long time to lose that weight. I am now 145 pounds, which is great. It's still kind of interesting because I'm smaller now and I got a big head. So I look like a Tootsie Pop, which is cool. But I had to let go of a lot of mental things. And lately I've noticed that I started putting on just a little bit of that weight and I'm not as solid as I want to be. And that's because mentally I'm not pushing enough. I'm not pulling enough. I get to a point where I'm like, all right, cool. But no, that's not enough. Mediocrity of a thing is a thing of the past. So now I'm working to tone and put some things in place because mentally I still have some things out of place. Mentally, I still didn't have a focus. Mentally, things were not together. Mentally, I was still holding on to some little things. It was safety, protection, defense mechanism. And now I'm in a place where I'm letting a lot of that stuff go. I had a man of God tell me when he heard my name, he saw scissors, then he saw a dead arm. And it's not exactly what you may think. It was really because I had to cut off all the dead stuff. It was a lot of stuff that was still connected to me, that I was still trying to give life to, that's not beneficial. So at the start of this year, I started cleansing a lot of stuff. I started throwing away stuff like clothes. I got a big head. I like hats, but I can't fit a snapback because I have dreads now. And on top of having dreads and a big head, snapbacks don't fit. I had to part with it. And why was it hard? It was something emotional that I was attached to. And I really had to ask myself, do I still want to hold on to that emotion? Or do I want to give the joy of having that hat to someone else? So I started giving them away. I started looking at my clothes, where I shop, how I shop, what I buy, what I buy. Then I started looking at my thoughts, my conversations that I'm having mentally, the things that I keep rehearsing mentally over and over again, the mental conversations I keep having, the same things. I had to start cutting things off, taking stuff off. To where now I've gone through my music library and I start cutting off certain music. Do I like gospel? Yes. But I have to start listening to music that's actually bringing me thoughts that gives me creativity, that generates some things. It's a lot of stuff Losing weight is not just working out and putting down a certain thing or pushing the plate away. It's a lot of stuff mentally that we hold on to that shows up on our body, that shows up in us and somehow. And we have to let that stuff go. Your waistline, W-A-I-S-T, dictates your waistline, W-A-S-T-E. What waist are you still holding on to? What is clogging your colon because there's a thought? And the doctor told me that a lot of times the colon is the biggest indicator of your love. The colon is letting you know who you may be hurting. Why? Because your breath stink. And you ward people off when your breath stink. Because you're hurting someone that you love deeply for whatever reason.